All right. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We have the women's basketball USA game that's about ready to take place right now. They're seeking their 8th consecutive gold medal, and, well, they're tied with the U.S. men's basketball with 7 straight gold medals. They had that run from 36 to 68. And this should be a fun matchup between, of course, USA and Japan. There's Sabrina Ionescu and USA. And we're going to be getting underway, hopefully, in just a few moments. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. If you could just do me a solid real quick, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. All right, so yeah, we're about ready to get underway. Look, this Japan team, they've been pretty good overall. They are looking to try to put up a fight against the USA. Now, they did lose the last time that they did play back in the Olympics. They did lose to USA 90-75. And, well, really the reason why was because Brittany Griner ended up going off and had 30 points in that game. And ended up going 14 for 18 from the field. I think that you're going to see a really dominant performance today by Griner and Sabrina Ionescu as well. If Sabrina can just shoot the ball really, really well from 3, I think that that could really help the USA. Now, Takada is somebody that they do have to look out for. Takada, in her last game that she played against the U.S. back in 2021, she did have 17 points, and she's been really, really dominant for this Japan team overall. So you're going to really have to keep a lot of eyes on her and just hope that she has a really bad shooting night, but you're going to have to really put athleticism on her. And that's really going to be the thing that I'm going to be looking for in regards to that. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else, and I forget what it was. So Maki Takada, of course, is now 34 years old, and you're going to have to do a really good job against her. All right, so we're going to be getting underway, hopefully in just a few moments. I hope that you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. What do you guys think the final score is going to be for this ball game? Let me know down below. All right, for some reason, this is a little bit off. There we go. That's better. All right, so here we go. We're ready to get underway right now. All right, so tip-off is just about ready to occur. Where is my phone? There it is. And it looks like USA will get the ball first. So USA is in their white uniforms, white tops, white bottoms. Japan with the red and whites. There's a shot that goes up, and that is good. And just like that, USA is on the board. 102-86 is David's final score prediction. Nice. Very, very nice. That sounds great. Why isn't this updating? So already a 2-0 start, and Wilson just got the 2 points. So it's Asia Wilson, then you got Collier, Stewart, Gray, and Taurasi all out there for USA. All right. So Wilson already with 2 points so far. And Japan looking to try to take control of the tempo, as they're going to try to go up and inside, but a good job by Japan's defense. So Mai Yamamoto ended up missing that last shot. Ended up trying to get a 3 there, but just was not able to do so. Right. Why is this? There we go. Okay, that's better. All right, going downhill this time and being able to get the bucket for Japan. They're able to tie it back up 2-2. What the heck is going on? Did I not print out the right things? Maybe I did not. All right, so 8:30 left to go in the first quarter. We have a shot that goes up, and that is no good. So that was Evelyn Mawuli. that ends up making the last shot. 102.86. How many people are tuning in on here? Let us know down below. Let us know down below who else is tuning in. Why don't they show? I don't understand. We'll do this one. Give me 1 second. There's a foul called on the floor. So Breanna Stewart just made a layup, and that was on an assist by Asia Wilson. And then Mawuli was the one that missed the layup on the other side for Japan. 3-point shot is up, and that is no good. What the heck? I printed out they gave me the wrong roster. How about that? They gave me the wrong roster. 4-4 already here in the first quarter. Japan women's roster. Bear with me for a second, folks. I'm so sorry about this. All right. Women's roster basketball. Why is this not working? All right, 4-4, 7:55 left to go in the first, and we have a whistle called on the other side, and it looks like it's going to be USA ball. I don't understand why this Japan women's roster basketball jersey numbers. I have that one wrong. All right, there we go. Here we go. That's better. Mawuli tries to go downhill, but she throws it away. And that's a big stop there by USA. All right, here's what we're going to do. I see what we're going to do now. Okay, 1 second. I don't understand why this is so complicated. If you are new to my channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the notification bell icon as well, and that way you'll know when I upload. All right, let's copy that. Let's copy this. Japan women's basketball roster. Good. And then USA women's basketball. I printed out the wrong ones. That's so weird. All right. Well, regardless. All right, so it's 4-4 already in the first quarter. All right. Good stuff. So we'll put this up here, and we'll put this one. No. Why is this? There we go. Better. Better. All right, 7 minutes to go here in this quarter. Comes Mawuli, who tries to go downhill. Traffic was coming, and Mawuli not able to get the shot there. Breanna Stewart with a pass, and the shot goes up, and no good again by USA. Mawuli again over on the other side. We'll try to give it back up to Rui Machida. Machida tries to pass it. It gets deflected and stolen back by the U.S. Great steal by Stewart. Going downhill is Wilson, and Wilson puts it up and in. 6-4 United States. Mawuli trying to go downhill. It's deflected and stolen back. That was Collier that got the steal once again. Wilson for two. Bullseye! 8-4. Actually, that was Chelsea Gray there that was able to knock down the shot. United States defense coming up clutch once again. So Wilson got the first layup, and then it was Kalia Cooper that was able to make a nice shot there. And now it's 10-4 United States. So 5:50 to go in the first quarter. This team is shooting 5 for 8 from the field. Japan just 2 for 7 from the field. 3-point shot is up and no good by Mawuli. Mawuli could not get that one to go. Now it's Nafisa Collier. Tries to go up with a shot, and it looks like she's going to be fouled 5:34 left to go. We have some substitutions. Maki Takada is going to come on in, as well as Himawari Akaro. Akaho is 25 years old. Competed back in the 2020 Summer Olympics. So it's now 10-4. So out there for the U.S., it's Collier, Stewart, Wilson, Gray, and Taurasi. And USA trying to make a bucket on the other side, and they're pretty successful there. Dribbling the rock now is there's a Nanako Todo. Todo gets it back, hands it off to Takada. Takada back outside to Yamamoto for three. Got it. And Japan able to knock down a tray. How about the defense in the backcourt by Rui Machida? It looked like that they were trying to inbound it to Collier, and it was just a really good deflection that ended up taking it out of bounds. All right. Good. Now we're back, and we're in the rhythm. All right. I got $200 on Japan today. Wow. All right, good stuff. All right, 12-7. 3-point shot up. No good. No good by Nafisa Collier. Plays for the Minnesota Lynx in the WNBA. Japan trying to control the tempo. 4:43 left to go. Going downhill is Akaho. Goes up with a shot, and Akaho looked like it was fouled. So Mai Yamamoto able to knock down a three on the assist by Rui Machida. And so far in this game, it's been Asia Wilson who's really been taking over. 6 points for her so far. She's also 3 for 4 from the field as well. Really got to make sure that you look out for her. Asia has had a very good career with the Las Vegas Aces. She's now 27 years old from Columbia, South Carolina. Was the first overall pick back in 2018. And you think that she's going to be really active today, and I think that she's going to have a very dominant game. First foul shot up, and that one is in by Akaho. Akaho is 6 feet tall. Born in August of 1998. 12-9 as the second foul shot is good, and we have a whistle called on the other side. That's going to go against Collier. I think it's going to be an offensive foul. Looked like she tried to block and set a screen, an illegal screen for Akaho, and the United States are not happy with this. Let's see again, yeah, but it was out in transition. She tried to plant her feet, and that was called an illegal screen. All right, already 3 fouls so far from the U.S. Takada for 3, off the mark. Rebound again, goes back to the U.S. 12-9, 4:20 to go in the first frame. Wilson is trapped and will hand it off to Collier. As Collier will get it. And there's a shot that goes up by Plum. And she can't be able to knock that one down. There's Kelsey Plum, also from the Las Vegas Aces. 5'8". She's had a really, really good season, too. Rui Machida goes downhill, hands it back off to Akaho. Akaho can't make the bucket. Great defense by the U.S. It's 14-9 with 3:45 to go. There's a dribble handoff from Wilson all the way to Plum. Plum trying to find somebody in the corner for a three, and that's off the mark by Collier. Second time, though, by Plum. Got it! Right at the top of the key. 17-9. It rang around the rosy and went right down the drain. That's the first three knocked down today by the U.S. Takada again. Dribble handoff to a pass that is stolen by Todo. Todo actually got it back. Looked like it was Breanna Stewart that got the steal. But another foul called on the other side. That's how it's got to be sometimes, says the chicken wrangler. Yeah, I know. So Collier, Stewart, Wilson, Gray, and Taurasi all out there for the U.S. It was Jewel Lloyd that ended up missing the three-pointer a couple of seconds ago, and then it was knocked down later by Plum. After a great offensive rebound by Greiner. And now Brianna Stewart is in there. So 2 points for Stewart, 5 rebounds, and 1 dime as well. Japan looking to try to capitalize. United States, though, coming out of the floodgates, doing a really good job. Takata for 3. Got a good screen, but just can't buy the bucket. And a good job that was made by Alyssa Thomas to box out her defender as it goes out of bounds. Thomas playing for the Connecticut Sun. And it's 17-9 USA. Collier dribble handoff again to Plum, who's over at the logo and needs some help. And we'll try to get somebody to come to the rescue. Griner puts up a shot as she gets her own offensive rebound. Can't get that one to go. And the possession's still alive. Takata trying to play defense. That is over Asia Wilson. Wilson goes up with a 2. And that one is good by Asia Wilson. First time, no. Second time, it's a charm. 3-pointer by Akaho on the near wing. Bullseye. They'll take 2s over 3s, or 3s over 2s, I should say. And there's 2:10 to go in the first frame. That's the second 3 knocked down by Japan. All right, what were your final score predictions? Y'all never told me. 19-12, USA leads it by 7 points. And there's a whistle called. And that's going to go against Japan. How about Chelsea Gray, 31 years old now. Of course, a player for the Las Vegas Aces. She was the 11th overall pick in the 2014 WNBA draft. Won her second title with the Las Vegas Aces back in the 2022 WNBA Finals. And she was named Finals MVP that season. The U.S. trying to inbound the play. Good steal, though, by Japan. Fast break, 3-pointer. Got it. Man, oh man, Saki Hayashi able to get a wide-open 3, and the apple goes to Machida. Man, oh man. 19-15, 1:30 left to go in the first quarter. Plum is double-teamed, finds Wilson over at the top of the key. Down low is Stewart, and she is fouled. Or Griner, that is, excuse me. I don't know why this is so late, but it is. So Griner came all the way back in for the U.S. Japan, what are y'all doing? 95 USA, 76 Japan. I think it's going to be even smaller than that. Man, Griner, man, she is a tower over everybody. 6'9", 205 pounds. And it's going to be really, really tough to stop her. She's now 33 years old. First foul shot is up, and that is in. A 10-time WNBA All-Star. Also was a champion back in 2014. A 2-time WNBA scoring champion as well. And has been the blocks leader 8 times in a row. Quite an accolade, or a lot on that resume of hers for sure. 20-15. And we have a travel called and a whistle on Japan with about 1:17 to go in the first quarter. There's Mauli. Just came back in there for Japan. Stephanie Mauli plays for Basket Zaragoza. And is about 6 feet tall. 1 minute to go. Plum finds Collier in the corner for a tray, or Lloyd, that is. No good. Griner with the board. Puts it back up. First time, no. Second time, yes. The tower just continues to dominate down low on the block. 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. Japan trying to get some offense in sync, and so far, not so good by them. Mai Yamamoto ends up finding Yoshida for a 3. Sorry about that. And that is off the mark. Wilson, 3-pointer, other side, no. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll still be Japan basketball with about 28.9 seconds to go. All right. Let's see here. Why doesn't it doesn't tell me them either? That's really weird. All right. 22-15 with about 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. And it looks like it'll be Yuki Miyazawa who comes back in for Japan. 5 seconds left. Yoshida goes up for a three. She can't put up a prayer. And the United States are going to try to score a bucket on the other side, but that's not going to count as time has expired. But the U.S. come out on top and make a statement as they lead it by 7. And we have a timeout called as the first quarter is over. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit the notification bell icon, and that way you'll know when I go live or when I upload. All right, my name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. What else do we got? I wanted to make sure that I have this. Why is this not coming up? The USA Women's National Basketball head coach. How many likes do we have on here? Mod Squad, how we doing? How are we doing, Mod Squad? Let us know down below. My name is Jason Joseph. Again, this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Yeah, man, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. We got 14 people watching, 13 likes. Let's get those like numbers up. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel. We have a lot to do today. We just did a volleyball game at 11 o'clock in the morning. Now we're doing the USA Women's basketball game. And then at 6:40, we got the Phils. So a triple header today intact. Favorite WNBA player? Let me know down below. I love, besides Caitlin Clark, Diana Taurasi for me. I've always been a big fan of Diana. We're 14 for 14. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's go. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. All right, we're going into the second quarter now. USA has the lead, 22-15, as they go into quarter number 2. Asia Wilson really attacked early on and was able to get 10 points in that first frame. And really, she set the tone. She really did. Japan was going to have a hard time stopping her, and she looked really, really good out there. And, well, the U.S. is going to need her and Breanna Stewart to just continue to dominate. All right, here we go. Sayori Miyazaki tries to go down low. Good defense, though, by USA. 3-point shot by Takada, and that is up and in. Maki Takada able to knock down a big-time shot. That makes it 22-18. The jump ball. Oh, wait, that is incorrect. I don't know why I said that. I don't know. Three-pointer on the other end by Plum. No good. Offensive rebound by Wilson. 3-point shot up this time, and that's no good either by Jewel Lloyd. So the USA women's team is settling for some threes, just could not buy a bucket that time around. Downhill is Miyazaki. Finds Mawuli. Tries to dribble past the trees, knife her way through the lane, and still nobody home. USA with the board. Griner goes down low. And they wanted to fake a little screen to her. Griner tries to get it. It goes into the backcourt and stolen back by Japan. But we do have a late whistle. A very, very late whistle. Good stuff. What's up, Giordano? Giordano, what's going on? What is going on, Giordano? How you doing? So it's 22-18 with about 9:08 to go in this first half. Remember, they played 10-minute quarters. Shot goes up, and that is Diana Taurasi, and she tries to knock it down, and she does. Diana Taurasi, now 42 years old, and this is her 6th Olympics. It just absolutely ridiculous what she's able to do on the court every single night. Mawuli trying to lean into the defender. That's Wilson. Can't put it up. Good defense by Wilson, and it goes out of bounds. She tried to go up with a shot, and Wilson just made some really, really good defensive plays to make the stop there. 24-18. USA looking to try to continue to put their foot on the gas pedal. Griner down low, gets double teamed, finds a cutting Plum to the lane, and she gets the reverse layup to go as well. 26-18, and now 10 dimes by USA. Griner now has to go back up to the point and play defense on the 5'6" Sayori Miyazaki. And the rebound off the bad shot, and that's going to go to the USA. Griner downhill. Goes up with a shot and connects again. Well, she put up 33 points her last time, as we mentioned before, against this Japan team, and it looks like she's on the same sort of trajectory here. Big rebound by Griner, who just doesn't even have to jump and gets it over a leaping Yamamoto. Outlet pass, and that shot is up and in by Breanna Stewart. Timeout called by Japan. Ionescu gets high fives, and so does Taurasi. How about the fast break points by USA as they lead it by a dozen? Okay. Good stuff. Where is my drink? There it is. I'm like losing it today. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully you're all enjoying this cast of USA Women's Basketball here on Play by Play with JJ. Yeah, man. Good stuff. Chicken Wrangler, you really put money down on Japan. That's funny. That is so funny to me. Both should be a good series. Oh, what? We're talking about baseball? I'm not even there yet, but y'all can talk about baseball. Right now I'm in basketball mode. That's where I am now. Where did it go? There it is. Thank you for the broadcast. Yep, I got you. I totally got you. No problem. No problem at all. Thank you all so much for being here. 7 minutes and 34 seconds to go in this first half. Breanna Stewart just made a big-time bucket for USA out in transition thanks to another great rebound by Griner. So Stewart with 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists to go along with that as well. And now 7:26 left to go remaining in this first half. Japan trying to buy a bucket on the other side. And guess who comes up with the board? It is Griner. Of course. Of course it is. 30-18. USA trying to make a bucket on the other side, and this time they can't do so. So Taurasi has 2 points. Wilson is 10. And Griner with 5 points and 6 rebounds and 2 assists off the bench. It's been the difference maker. 3-point shot is up and in. Nice job there by Mai Yamamoto. She's been a 3-point sniper, sort of like a Steph Curry for Japan, and has done a very good job at shooting the ball really, really well from deep. Lloyd trying to attack her defender. She's at the top of the key. Griner goes downhill. Turnaround jumper. Connects. It's been the Brittany Griner show. Coming off the bench and providing that spark plug that US needs. All right, Yamamoto again. Trying to find Mawuli as they play a little two-man game. And now Rui Machida is back at the point in between the circles. Gets some space, fires up from long distance, and she connects as well. It's an 8-point game. Back-to-back three-pointers made by Japan. And they are now shooting 5 for 14 from downtown. USA just 1 for 9. And they got to do a better job at attacking on the three-point side. We know that Griner can do really well downhill. But who is going to step up from the three-point line? Stewart almost lost it. She's over on the near corner, has to go with a prayer, doesn't even hit the rim, and the rebound goes to Japan. They locked all windows and doors defensively. Another three by Japan. No good. Mauli tried to get the rebound, and the shot that ended up going up was by Saki Hayashi. Just not able to hit that one from long distance. Hayashi, of course, 5'8", went to Hakua University and has been playing since 2017 for the Japan women's national team. 32-24 with about 5:32 to go in this second quarter. Yamamoto will inbound it. And Japan trying to get back into this. They're down by 8. Yamamoto gets it back. Dribble handoff and a three-point shot off the mark. No good by Machida. And the rebound by USA once again. Looks like Lloyd will try to take on her defender. And Gray ends up getting fouled. That's Chelsea Gray for the Las Vegas Aces. So there are 4 Las Vegas Aces on this Olympic roster. And that's Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, Asia Wilson, and Jackie Young. Ionescu is back in there for USA as well. Looks like she's open on the three-point line. Stewart, though, with a turnaround J. Got it. 34-24. And Brianna Stewart able to knock down a jumper with ease. They definitely needed that. Maki Takada ends up giving it back up to Rui Machida over at the points. Machida gets it back. Dribble handoff from outer space. No good. An offensive rebound by Japan. Good pickup by Toto. 3-point shot, and that's up and in as well. Kalia Cooper is down. She's in a lot of pain. It looked like she got banged up and maybe banged knees, and she is not able to get up. 34-27. Yikes. That's not what you want to see. Asia Wilson and, of course, Chelsea Gray are going to go out there, and we have timeout called on the court. Hopefully she's okay. It looked like she took quite a tumble. Ugh. That's not what they need right now. So that makes it 34-27 with about 4 minutes to go before the end of the first half. Prayers in the chat, man. Come on, let's go. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Ugh. That's too bad. Hopefully she's okay. It's not what you want to say. We have a quiet chat today. What's going on? What is going on? Hey, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, too, man. Appreciate you for stopping by and for coming on here. See if she's okay. So, Kalia Cooper, who just came in, is now over on the sideline. She got up. She's okay. She's sitting up over on the sideline. Don't know who the substitution is going to be for her. But Stewart will try to conduct the offense over on the offensive side as the U.S. goes from left to right. Lloyd to Ionescu. Three-pointer. Way off the mark. Rebound by Wilson. They've been crashing Japan off the glass. Another missed shot. That's no good. And we have a loose ball foul called on Japan. 34-27. This team has not been doing a good job shooting the ball from 3 today. We just mentioned that they're 1 for 9 from 3, even though they're 16 for 32 from the field. And they have 3 buckets from Brittany Griner off the bench. 7.6 boards, 2 assists, and 1 block as well. 9 seconds left on the shot clock for the U.S. Stewart back outside to Ionescu. And another whistle called, and this time it's going to be against the U.S. Don't know what the whistle is necessarily. But 4:12 to go in the second quarter. Looks like there's some sort of wrapping around Kalia Cooper. I don't know what it is. U.S. will still have the ball. Stewart gets the inbound pull-up jumper. Got it. Much needed bucket there. And Stewart able to get some space. Takeda ends up finding Toto back at the top of the key. Toto pump fake, step back, turnaround. Jay, no good. And Wilson crashing the glass again with her 5th rebound of the game. Trying to part the Red Sea, go coast to coast, and a foul called on Japan. Asia Wilson able to knife her way right through the lane. And she is going to go to the charity stripe to try to make some free throws and give the U.S. a double-digit lead. Toto couldn't really do much to stop her. And Wilson was like, give me the call, ref. Come on. And finally, it was a very late whistle, but she got it. She's 5 for 9 from the field today, has 10 points, and the first foul shot is off the mark. Wilson, of course, was a member of the South Carolina Gamecocks back in college. She, of course, now is 27 years old, born in South Carolina, helping them win their first championship back in 2017. 37-27 as she knocks down the second foul shot. 3:33 left to go. Wide open three-pointer is up and in by Yamamoto. Man, oh man. And Takada able to finish it actually on the other side. So Yamamoto got the assist. Ionescu can't catch it. Turnover by Wilson. And Japan has the momentum on their side. The reason why they're staying in this game is just because they've been knocking down the threes. That's really what it's been. They've been hitting threes left and right. And USA has done a good job from the field. They're just not hitting their threes at the rate that Japan is. 3:15 to go. And Takada gets it over on the near wing. Now she's down on the block being guarded by Ionescu. Takada gives it back up and finds Mototashi right downhill. Matashi goes up with a shot. Underhanded scoop, and that's good. U.S. has to get a good stop on defense, but they have got to get the penetration going on offense as well. Wilson with a dribble handoff. Finds Stewart. Three-pointer by Chelsea Gray. No good again. Rebound by Wilson. Wilson second time. No, but a foul called. The one thing that the U.S. does have going to their advantage is their size and their length, for sure. They're going up against Asia Wilson, who is 6'3", and then you have Brittany Griner, who's like 6'9". Good luck stopping those people. There's Cheryl Reeve, of course. She's the head coach for USA. And also the coach and president of basketball operations for the Minnesota Lynx in the WNBA. Has to be really proud of Nafisa Collier for making the team one of her players. No good on the second foul shot. And it's a 6-point lead for USA, but Japan got the rebound. Another trifecta. No good, though, by Sayori Miyazaki. U.S. looking to try to take a very big shot here. 30-32. Cooper knives her way in and gets the layup to fall. 40-32 now. Love to see that. Miyazaki trying to find, again, Hayashi back over on the corner. Hayashi going downhill to Mawuli, and Mawuli throws it away. Another steal by USA. Nola pass from Ionescu downhill to Stewart. And the snake eyes by Sabrina Ionescu as she gets her first apple today. She's been quiet, scoring the basketball, and we know that she can take over a game, but she was able to make a really nice, unselfish pass to give the U.S. a 10-point lead. Three-pointer by Yamamoto, and that's up and in. Man, oh man. My Yamamoto able to knock down another three, and Japan is now 9 for 22 from three. Wilson goes downhill, catches the defense sleeping, and lays it up and in. Timeout by Japan. 9-point lead for USA. to 44-35 with about a minute and 11 seconds to go. Well, there was a whistle called. Thought it was a timeout. It was not a timeout. So USA will get the rock. Stewart, turnaround Jay. Yes. Yes, sir. 46-35. Stewart now with 12 points, 6 rebounds, and all 6 of them have been defensive rebounds. Wilson trying to find Stewart downhill. Stewart has to tumble for the ball downhill, and she throws it away. It's stolen back by Mai Yamamoto. Three-pointer on the other side by Saki, and she can't get it to go. And a good job, very, very good job by Jackie Young, who gets the board. 41.4 seconds to go in this second quarter. Let's go, Japan. Win me some chicken. That's funny. Our chat's so quiet. What's going on, chat? Wake up. Wake up, baby. Jackie Young is going to go to the charity stripe. She's 26 years old. It's weird because obviously they convert their height from inches and feet to meters. And you see like 1.78 meters, and you have to get used to the metric system. 47-35, and now a timeout call with about 41.4 seconds to go in this first half. So Cheryl Reeve wants to talk things over with her ball club, and we have time called. All right. I'm hoping that Kalia Cooper's okay. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, Eagles football, and we're also doing some of the Olympics as well. Did women's volleyball earlier today. We're also doing women's basketball and, of course, men's basketball as well. U.S. really has not been shooting the ball well from three. Japan, though, in this quarter, they're 6 for 14 from downtown, just making about 47% of their trays. And the U.S. has to do a better job at just guarding the perimeter, because you know that this team is a very good three-point shooting team. So they lead it by 12, though, with about 41.5 seconds to go in this first half. Asia Wilson back out there in action, as well as Chelsea Gray, who's been struggling from three. Looks like inbounding it will be Sayori Miyazaki. And she hands it off, and a little runner is up and in. Good job by Mai Yamamoto. She's been so active in the scoring department today for Japan. And that's what they absolutely needed. Mai Yamamoto able to go up with what is now her 9th point of the game. 14 seconds to go here to end this first half. No-look pass to Wilson downhill, and a foul! She'll go to the line for one more and get the old-fashioned three-point play. Nice, unselfish pass by Gray. She knew that Wilson was coming downhill like a locomotive, and all that Saki Hayashi could do was foul her. Foul shot is up, and the three-point opportunity is good. 50-37, 5 seconds to go. Shot clock's unplugged. Miyazaki trying to go into the lane. She got it, and it's 50-39 as we end the first half. So Japan is still in this game. It's 50-39, and we will go into halftime with the U.S. leading it by 11 points. JJ, how we feeling today? I'm feeling pretty good, man. How are you feeling? We got a quiet chat on here. I want to know how everybody's doing. We got 26 people tuning in. Let's get 26 likes. Let's get there, baby. Come on. We got 20 likes. That means 6 of you have not even hit the thumbs up button. I'll give you this content for free. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. Let's take a look at the box score so far. So Yamamoto able to put up 11 points and lead the way for Japan. She's 3 for 4 from downtown. Between her and Hayashi, they are both 5 for 10 from 3, and that's what's keeping Japan in this game. Nice. Very, very nice. That sounds great, dude. That's awesome. So, yeah. I guess Tokashiki is not playing today. I was looking at some of her really cool things. She played a crucial role in Japan's historic run to the silver medal back in 2020 in the Tokyo Olympics. And I haven't really seen her play so far today. But yeah. I don't know if she's injured or what. I'm going to spread the word to all of them Philly fans to subscribe to Play by Play with JJ and Philly Halftime. Yeah, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. Tonight should be a good game for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Definitely. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me on here. Means the world. What's everybody's favorite Olympic sport? Yes, Nick, I did. Yes. Yep. I went there. I went there with the both of them. Yep. All right, I want to talk about this game, bro. I really do. I want to talk about this game. Because so far, USA, the main thing that I take away is that in the first quarter, it was all about A'ja Wilson, right? A'ja had like 9 points and 5 rebounds, and then Brittany Griner comes off the bench, and she just provides that little spark plug that US needed, and she just towers over everybody, and she utilizes her athleticism. She could miss a couple of buckets in a row, but then she'll still get the rebounds, and you got to try to find a way to just box her out or just outplay her. And I think that that's what really gave the U.S. their cushion so far. But Japan has not looked down yet, and the reason why they're in this game is because they've just been knocking down a lot of threes. And they're going to need to do that at a very perfect rate against this U.S. team if they want to try to beat them, because they know that they're going to get out-rebounded. So far, the rebounding battle, it's been 30-14. That's why the U.S. is winning. They've out-rebounded Japan 30-14. So, that's how it's gone so far. How many rebounds does A'ja have? A'ja has 7 rebounds and 17 points. That's the other thing, too. So, between Wilson and Griner, they both have a combined 24 points, and they have 13 rebounds. And Brianna Stewart is 6. That's the other thing. 6 rebounds for her, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and 14 points. They just have tall people. And it looks like USA is on a mission once again to try to go for the gold. And they're outplaying Japan. But they just have to do a better job at guarding the perimeter and keeping guys like Yamamoto and Hayashi off the mark from 3. Now, Mawuli started off really strong. She had the big bucket to start things off, and then ever since, like early in the first quarter, she's been ice cold. And I got to give credit where credit is due to Collier and Gray as well for just playing really good defense. Gray has 2 points and 10 dimes. She's been really facilitating and doing a very good job with handling the rock on the offensive side. And she knows that it's not always going to be her day shooting-wise from 3, but she has really learned how to embrace that role and has done a very good job in this game so far, just getting her teammates involved and being the maestro. So, got to give her credit for that, too. Does Diana have any points? How many rebounds does Asia have? I think I answered that. Does Diana have any points? Yes, she does. Diana Taurasi with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. She had that nice little turnaround bucket, and that was out of a stoppage in play. She got it right by the baseline and just was able to spin, turn around, and make a nice little how do you do. But yeah. Sabrina has only 1 assist, and the 1 assist that she had, too, that was one of my favorite buckets. It was by Chelsea. I think it was Chelsea Gray that ended up making the shot. It was either her or Stewart. I couldn't remember, but it was a no-look pass. She sort of gave a little snake eyes, and she noticed that the defense was sort of coming at her, and she caught them off guard. And Gray was just left wide open. They made a nice bucket. Let's look at the gold medal race right now, shall we? We'll do that now. I like the sound of that. Let's look at these medal races. Why is this not? There it is. So the U.S. now has a total of 15 medals, 3 gold, 7 silver, and 5 bronze. So they're winning the total medal race. They're in front of Japan and France. France has 14 medals overall. Japan has 12, and China has 10. South Korea actually has 9, and they're tied with Great Britain. But who's leading the gold medals? That's Japan. They have 6 gold medals so far. China has 5. South Korea has 5. The U.S. has 3. France and Australia each have 4. Silver medals, that does belong to the U.S. They have 8, and France has 7. And Great Britain has 5. And then the bronze also belong to the U.S. They have 8 bronze medals, and Japan has 4. So, lots of stuff going on right now, and that's what makes this time so special. It really does. I have a lot of fun covering these sports. Even if I had nobody tuning in, I still have a blast. I really do. Because it's fun. And I want us to continue to get more people as we head deeper into these Olympics. I really do. So 3 gold medals by the United States, as we mentioned. They have a total of 20. 8 silver and 9 bronze. And Japan has 6 gold medals, 2 silver, and 4 bronze medals. So they are tied with China for the 3rd most medals. All right, we're about ready to start off the second half of this game. USA did dominate in the first quarter. They outscored Japan 22-15. And then in the second quarter, they just scored more offensively. They gave up a little bit more on the defensive side and gave up some more threes, but they still won the quarter by 4. Sports brings people together. That's what makes it fun. It does. It brings people. It brings states. It brings groups. And it brings countries together. It does. It unites people. That's the bottom line. It just does that. Man. Just wanted to talk a little bit more about this Japan team, too. They've made 6 appearances. So this is now their 6th time that they've made it to the Olympics in regards to their women's basketball team. Where is my paper? There it is. There we go. Japan, well, their women's basketball team began making its early mark back in the 1970s. And they ended up winning silver medals in the 1976 Montreal Olympics and the 1984 LA Olympics as well. But back in 2011 in the FIBA Asia Championship, Japan actually won the gold medal. and that qualified them for the 2012 London Olympics. And the victory was a significant achievement and marked a resurgence in their basketball program. So then in 2020, in the Tokyo Olympics, the Japanese team reached the finals, which was a very historic achievement, and it was the first time that they advanced to the gold medal game in Olympic history. And, this team, again, has very good snipers from three, and you have to run the ball down their throats. That's just what you have to do if you want to beat them. So they've shown over the years that they can be very aggressive and that they can show their prowess if you don't take them seriously. And you definitely have to make sure that you do that if you want to try to beat this Japan team. What else do we got? What else do we got? That's pretty much it. It's pretty much all that I have. Onzuka, of course, is the head coach for Japan. He's been undergoing very rigorous training sessions and has really gotten them in a very good position to prepare not only for the Olympics but for all the other national games that they've had to play. He's been the one thing that he did a lot of this year that I have to kind of give him credit for is that he really tried to give his team a lot of psychological preparation and have them handle pressure of different types of things so that they could really help. That could really help them when it came to international competition. So his coaching style has really been well known as different compared to a lot of other teams. And from what he's been able to do from the men's side and the women's side of basketball, along with his international exposure, it's been really remarkable. And I think that that's one of the reasons why this team has really been so up and coming, And not only are they up and coming, but they're pretty good. They really are. So kind of have to give him credit for being able to keep his team, and the exposure or composure really, really straight. And as Timothy said, they're a very scrappy team. They are. And they're not scrappy in regards to their athleticism or in their physical play. They're very scrappy when it comes to just making three-pointers and keeping possessions alive and diving for loose balls. That's what they do. They may not have the length and the wingspan that the U.S. has, but they'll find ways to mentally take you down. And that's what makes them a really good team. So, U.S. just has to continue to just run the ball down their throats, as I mentioned before, and just play very physical basketball. Out-physical them and be really good in the interior. 28 people tuning in. What do you guys have to say about this USA team? What do you guys think is their strengths? What do you think is their weaknesses? How do you think that they're gonna do throughout the rest of pool play? Timothy says facts. Yeah. Well, that's just how they are. I would love for Philadelphia to get a WNBA team. I've been thinking about doing more of the WNBA this year. But with doing the Phillies all the time, it's really been a lot of work. I wanted to do something a little bit different, though, because it's the Olympics. But maybe, just maybe we'll do some WNBA games. What do you think about Nigeria winning today? I'm really happy that you brought that up. I don't know why. I apologize, but my scoreboard is off. What the heck just happened? I didn't get to watch the Nigeria game, but good for them, man. Good for them. Why is this not showing up? All right. Unfortunately, I can't find it. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so they won 75-62. All right, so we're ready to start off the second half. 9:35 to go. USA was going from left to right, and there's a turnover, and Japan is going to get the ball back. So Nigeria, yes, was able to get the win earlier today. Why is this not coming up? There we go. 52-39. Shot goes up, and that's no good by Gray. So Chelsea Gray still out there for USA. There we go. That's better. I forgot I had OBS up. That's what I forgot. All right, so dribbling the rock now is Mai Yamamoto. Ends up finding Saki Hayashi. Goes downhill. Mawuli tries to dribble it back outside. They swing it around the timeline. Yamamoto has it. 8 seconds left on the shot clock at the top of the key. Is looking to hand it off to somebody. Gets it back, though. She goes downhill. Scissors through the defense. Wilson denies it and gets the steal as well. So Wilson doing a good job of providing pressure downhill. She'll try to get rewarded, and she ends up throwing it away. That was Collier that actually threw it away, but still, Wilson did a very good job just on the defensive side, staying on her defender and making it look really, really difficult for her. Dribble handoff again. Hayashi's done a very good job at those dribble handoffs so far today. Miyazaki goes up with a shot, and that's off the mark. Taurasi with the rebound. Skip pass to Gray. Gray inside. Goes to Stewart. Stewart not once, and she'll have to get it back. And a nice defensive play by, or an offensive possession by Diana Taurasi and Greiner. Can't get that one to go, or Stewart can't get that one to fall, I should say. And it goes out of bounds. Ugh, man, come on. 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. 13-point lead by the U.S. Another turnover. Nice job by the U.S. to capitalize on that. Taurasi tries to lob it inside to Stewart. Stewart outside to Collier. Goes into the lane. Shot up by Wilson. Not once, but twice. Got it to go. Bullseye. So Wilson with 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists in this game so far. Make it now actually 19 points because this is delayed. And she needs one more rebound to get herself a double-double. 3-pointer by Mawuli. Clanks it off the mark. And USA with the dribble penetration. Stewart cuts through and parts the Red Sea. Another nice play by Chelsea Gray. She knew that Stewart was going downhill, and she kissed it off the backboard and went flying through the air and got the layup to fall. A whistle on the other side. 7:02 to go in the third quarter. And USA just trying to continue to put it on this Japan team and just outshoot them in the paint. As long as they can just continue to do that and just guard the perimeter and make it difficult for this Japan team to shoot, have them live and die by the 3, and you're good. Akaho, who's been really quiet ever since the first quarter, gets the ball, and now a dribble handoff to Machida, and Machida knocks down a tray, and it's a 56-42 game. I believe that's the 10th 3 hit by Japan today. It is. They're 10 for 25. Wilson on the wing, heads to the low block. Count the bucket and a foul. Boy, oh boy, she is a man amongst boys when she is just able to go right through the defense. She got triple teamed and a foul called on Mai Yamamoto. That's her second foul today. She's just that good. I mean, just keep feeding her the ball. She's like Joel Embiid. And she puts up that shot, and now it's a 17-point lead. It's 59-42. USA on a tear. They're on an 8-3 scoring run so far. Make it 9-3 after the foul shot. 6:20 to go. We're almost halfway done this third quarter. Downhill is Takada. Takada being guarded by Collier. Puts up a baseline jumper and connects. Much needed. It was a desperation shot by Japan, but they needed it, and they answered the bell. Gray over on the foul line extended, and there's a three-pointer by Stewart for three. No, Wilson gets the double-double. Stewart back outside. Got it! Stewart and Wilson. Batman and Robin able to come through. 61-44. Here we go. All right, so Rui Machida trying to dribble it around the timeline, and a good deflection made by Diana Taurasi as it goes out of bounds. I can't believe that somehow Wilson got the rebound. She didn't even bring it back to her chest. She held on to the ball. There were three defenders on her. It was like the Matrix was coming, and then she was still able to just see through her court vision and get Breanna Stewart the ball. Three-pointer again off the mark by Japan, and they still keep the possession alive. Rui Machida, who attempted the three, now has the ball and is looking to get a second chance opportunity. Machida, wide open space, puts up a tray. No, and there's the third offensive rebound. Machida, another three. Third time's a charm. A high arcing three-point shot, and Japan down by 14 points. They're still within striking distance. You can get all the field goal attempts in the world if you're the U.S., but you gotta guard the perimeter on the three-point side. Gray over at the top of the key finds a cutting Stewart downhill, and she lays it up and in. Good ballet moves by Breanna Stewart, and she has 20 points. Three-pointer on the other side by Yamamoto. Clanks it off the rim, and another board by the U.S. Wilson, turnaround jumper, can't get it. Grabs her own rebound, puts it back up and in. What can't she do today? 65-47. The States lead it by 18. And about 4:15 to go in period number 3. Akaho and finds a nice little bounce pass to Takada. I don't know how she was left wide open, but nobody was covering her. And Japan strikes back and gets a response. Cooper has to hold on to the ball, and she does, being heavily guarded by Machida, and a reach-in foul called on Rui Machida herself. So Rui is 31 years old, represented Japan in the women's tournament back in the 2016 Summer Olympics, and also in the 2020 Olympics as well, and helped them win a silver medal. Had a really, really big game during that time where she was able to put up 30 points and shoot the ball really, really well from three. Chelsea Gray, 13 apples today. That's really impressive for her. Taurasi gets the inbound. Now it's Plum. Plum back outside the Stewart at the top of the key. Lob pass inside the Griner. Griner spins, fades, and hits. It's a little bucket to go. It's 67-49. United States lead it. Mawuli catches, shoots, fires, and can't hit the three over the monster Griner. 3:25 to go, and Stewart crashes the glass. Griner downhill. Little bouncer to Ionescu. Ionescu backdoor cut to the rim. It's good. And the U.S. just pouring it on. Ionescu gets her first 2 points of the day. And United States nation stands up out in Paris as they lead it by 20 against Japan. And a timeout called by Japan with about 3:32 to go in the third quarter. Nice. Good stuff. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. If you guys really do enjoy my calls, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, hit the bell icon too, and that way you'll know when I upload. I appreciate you all so much for being here. We go live for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football as well. But we're also doing the Olympics because we want to get reps, man. We want to get reps at doing play-by-play. And so we're doing women's volleyball, women's indoor volleyball, and we're doing men's and women's basketball as well. We're going to try to do some tennis. We're going to try to cover Coco Golf whenever we can. But we're trying to grind on here, man. The grind don't stop, and we're trying to get better and better as we go. So if you really do enjoy, and if you just want to support me, even if you're not enjoying this, I would appreciate that very, very much. Just hit the like button. What's up, Darth Poo? Darth Poo's here. Nice. There we go. I didn't see any of your comments. Now I see y'all. Good stuff. Good stuff. Darth Poo's here. Good stuff. Let me just get in a couple of subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. 69-49. About 3:10 left to go in the third quarter. Comes Takada with a dribble handoff. And going over towards the top of the wing is Nako Motohashi, who's been very, very quiet today. And who makes the backdoor cut? It's Takada. And Takada with the staccato moves. 69-51. And she has been really all over in the scoring department. Not so much in the second half, but in the first period she was. The first half. Griner finds Ionescu. Wide open three-pointer. Bang! But the shot won't count as we have a whistle called. That's going to go against the U.S. So it's 69-51. And an 18-point lead for the United States. So Ionescu, of course, was the 2023 WNBA MVP. Won Rookie of the Year, too, back in 2021. Averaging about 18.5 points per game and 6 rebounds as well in her career. And the U.S. trying to go up with a shot. It's 69-51. As the deuce was good, now it's 71-51 by the U.S. That was Plum who was able to knock it down. Griner trying to play defense, and now it's Plum who has to go up against Yakata, and Yakata able to get it up and in. Takada, that is. 71-53. Plum inside to Griner. And Griner goes up with a 2 and somehow gets it to fall. That was a baseline shot that just rimmed around the rosy and went right down the drain. 73-53 in this game. Griner with 11 points and 6 rebounds. 3-point shot up, and there's a bullseye by Japan. That shot was made by Sayori Miyazaki, and that's her first straight today. Japan is 12 for 31 from downtown. Only missing 19 shots and it made 12. Ionescu trying to find somebody downhill, and that is Brianna Stewart, but she could not get it to go. Or was that Chelsea? That was Chelsea Gray. Sorry. 1:12 to go in this third period. And Chelsea Gray grabs the missed shot from Yakata. And we have another whistle called, and that's going to go against the United States as Amali was able to do a good job at setting her feet and planting a seed into the ground. But Gray just could not stop her fast momentum. And with about 1 minute and 3 seconds to go, Akaho is going to sub back in for Japan. So 1:03 to go in the third quarter. Don't forget that later tonight we got the Phillies and the Yankees at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. That's what they're going to call a shooting foul. And Gray's going to go to the charity stripe, and she makes the first foul shot. Gray's 5'11". Of course, plays for the Las Vegas Aces, went to Duke, and was a Blue Devil back in college. Averaging about 15.8 points per game and 4.3 rebounds as well. 19-point game as she drains a free throw, and it's 75-56. Japan going from left to right. Akaho with a 2-pointer, and Griner crashes the board, getting her 7th rebound today. Plum trying to conduct the offense and be the maestro. Hands it off to Cooper, who goes downhill, scissors through the defense, puts it up, but she's fouled. Did not go in. And with about 38.8 seconds left to go in this third frame, she's going to head on over back to the line for her second trip in about the last 30 seconds or so. 75-56. And the first foul shot is good. Jackie Young, also on the Las Vegas Aces, is about 6 feet tall. The U.S. roster overall has 7 people that are over 6 feet tall, in case you're wondering. And Japan just has 3. So there's been a lot of mismatches, of course, that have been caused from Brittany Griner because, you have Mawuli and you have Akaho, who are just the tallest people, and they're 6 feet tall, and that's a 9-inch mismatch. 77-56. A 21-point lead by the U.S. with 16 seconds to go. Shot clock's on blood. Plum lays it up. A foul called, a very late whistle, and Plum smiles at the camera and says 2. So she will go to the line. This U.S. team has done a better job at just drawing the contact and initiating all the physicality. That was something that they really weren't doing in that first half. They started doing it in the first quarter, and they made a statement, but then they took their foot off the gas pedal, and in that second quarter, Japan was just shooting the ball really well from 3, and now the U.S. have done a very, very good job at just being dominant down low on the block and drawing the fouls. That's the third offensive possession in a row where they've been able to make contact. 79-56 as both foul shots were good. Here we go. Mawuli goes downhill, and Griner gets the little stuff there, and it goes out of bounds. 0.8 seconds left to go. Griner with what is now her second block today as she swipes it away. And with about less than 1 second to go, Japan's going to have to go up with a prayer before the end of this third quarter. Right after these free throws, though. Did they really just call foul? They did. All right, so we have a couple foul shots going up. And the first one is good by Stephanie Mawuli. Stephanie's 25 years old. Played for the Toyota Antelopes for the JBL. Second foul shot's good, too. And that's going to do it. Third quarter is over. And it's 79-57 as we head to the fourth frame. U.S. leads it by 22. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And hit that bell icon. And that way you'll know when I go live. What's going on, Larry? What's up, everybody? How ya doing? That volleyball game was wild. That was fun, man. I can't wait to call more volleyball on here. They were down 2-0, and they took it to a 5th set. And I know that they lost, but I didn't think that they had that in them. But that was fun, man. That was a lot of fun. JJ, we about to wipe the floor with the Yankees. Well, first of all, we're wiping the floor now against Japan. So that's nice to see. You just can't let your foot off the gas pedal against this team. Don't let them shoot themselves back into this game. Make them earn their shots. But yeah. All right, let's take a sip of water. All right. Are we going to hang on? Wait, hold up. Where's our Minnesota friend? Where's our Twins fan? He only took... There he is. There he is. Chicken Wrangler. You're probably not so happy about this bet, are you? Man. You're probably not so happy about the bet. How'd volleyball go? It was fun, man. It was really fun. Can't wait to do another game. I forgot about the pace. I'm not saying that I forgot about the pace. I knew it was fast, but talking volleyball, it's pretty fast. And I kind of forgot a little bit about the pace. And it took me a little bit of time to warm up, but it was great. It was a lot of fun. It was down to the wire, but China won on a block or on the block off the hand. So, yeah, it was. It was a very slow start, and Jordan Larson really didn't even have a good game. Really, that was the disappointing part. But they had they were able to dominate in the third and in the fourth sets, but then they just went really quiet, and that's what happened at the very end. All right, 79-57. United States will play one more quarter unless something crazy happens here. Takada going down the lane, draws the contact, and she's fouled. Maki Takada, the veteran, who is now 34 years old, and this is what her fourth Olympic Games that she has now played in. Unbelievable. And she's going to go on over to the line to try to make it a 20-point game. Larry says throwing away his money. Yeah, I know. Crazy. All right. First foul shot is up, and that is in by Takada. She's 5 for 6 from the field so far today, 1 for 2 from 3. She can go off, and the second foul shot is up and in by Takada. 79-59 with about 9:30 to go. Plum gets it. Gets the dribble handoff again from Wilson. Plum finds daylight. Goes up with a shot, and it's good. She took it all the way to the rack. And Japan's defense caught sleeping at the wheel once again. On the other side, Japan trying to go up with a shot, and that is no good by Akaho. Sabrina Ionescu with a great defense. Here we go. Cooper downhill to Griner. Griner is tall. Griner's fast. Griner is almighty. Finds Sabrina Ionescu for a three. Bullseye! 84-59, and this USA team is just continuing to put on a clinic. Takada Trey, yes. This is when she goes Steph Curry mode. And you got to keep her calm, cool, and collected, and humbled as well. Griner gets double-teamed and has to pass it all the way out to Plum. Plum back to Ionescu. Don't let her get heated. Ionescu downhill to Cooper for a two. Yes, sir. It's been all USA here in this fourth quarter as they've come out stomping all over Japan. Takada again over on the near wing. Gets it deflected by Sabrina Ionescu. It went into the backcourt. No backcourt violation was called. Japan still has the rock. Trey by Yamamoto. Way off the mark. Plum with the box out. It goes out of bounds. And the USA women's national basketball team will have the rock. They look in sync now. And Sabrina, we all know how deadly she is from beyond the arc. That was her first three today. Ionescu back downhill to Griner. Griner draws a triple team, puts it up, can't get it, still has the ball, and now has 13 rebounds today. Ionescu again back outside the Plum. Plum catches, fires for three, won't go. And Akaho able to corral the miss. 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go. In regulation, this U.S. team has out-rebounded Japan 47-21. And that really shouldn't surprise anybody because of the heights of Brittany Griner, got Brianna Stewart, and, of course, end up having Alyssa Thomas out there as well, and Asia Wilson. 24 points by Wilson, 12 rebounds as well, and 4 assists to go along with that. Japan answers back with a 2 on the other side, and a timeout called by USA. And they'll be back in just a few moments. I'll have to cut some highlights here. That shot by Ionescu from 3 was like, boom. How's everybody doing? Comment down below. I think we're going to get to 3,600 tonight. I really do. I think that we'll get to 3,600 subs by tonight. I'm proud of this USA team, man. I was really thinking that they were going to be sleeping at the wheel, but they are in control, and they're making it look so easy. They really are. Let's take a look at the scores from earlier in regards to the where is it? Sorry. In regards to the other games that occurred today. So, Nigeria ended up beating Australia 75-62 in the women's game. Germany beat Belgium today 83-69, and France was able to just put Canada away 75-54. All eyes on USA, though, as they lead it by 22 against Japan out in Paris in the Olympics. 86-64. So USA swinging the basketball around the timeline. Asia Wilson gets it down low on the block, and she's fouled immediately with about 6:55 to go in quarter number 4. All right. Plum over on the near wing, throws it, or almost threw it away. Cooper back to Ionescu for 3, and Ionescu is feeling it. She started backpedaling as soon as she shot it up, and it was a rainbow shot, and she knew it was going to go down with ease. 25-point lead. Yakata for a tray, and we have a whistle called on the other side. And I believe that's going to go up against Sabrina Ionescu with about 6 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Stewart and Wilson today have combined to score literally half of America's points. 44 points combined between Wilson and Stewart. And they're both 20 for 28 from the field. They've each made 10 field goals as well. Foul called on the other side. And there is going to be a stoppage in play. I haven't really seen a lot of Jewel Lloyd here in this second half. It's been really, and not even a lot of Diana Taurasi either. U.S. trying to go up and capitalize on the shot. And somebody, that's Machida, she has something to say about that. Machida dribbles over towards the right side, being guarded heavily again by Gray. Takada tries to go up with a shot, and Plum deflects it. It goes out of bounds. And with about 6:04 to go in the fourth quarter, it'll be USA basketball. And Wally comes back in. Stephanie Mawali comes back in for Japan. Plum, baseline, finds Wilson, two-pointer, can't connect there, and Yamamoto grabs the board. Takada back to Yamamoto, a little two-man game between the both of them. Yamamoto again gets it back, or Takada that is. Takada hands it back off to Rui Machida. Machida goes back down the lane, and another steal by Ionescu. Ionescu ends up looking downhill and gets another assist as well to Brianna Stewart. It was a give-and-go type of a thing. Brianna Stewart said, "I'm coming downhill," and Stewart and Ionescu able to get a 2-on-1 and capitalize 91-64. 15 fast break points for the U.S. team and only 5 by Japan. They have outscored Japan 41-25 in this second half, and that'll do for sure. And everybody's going to take a very quick breather here. I bet you Cheryl Reeve has to be very happy with how her ball club is playing. Cheryl, of course, now 57 years old, was born in Gloucester County, New Jersey, She went to Washington Township High School as well, and then was at LaSalle, played from 84 to 88. And she's the head coach and president of basketball operations for the Minnesota Lynx. And, of course, a 3-time WNBA Coach of the Year, a 4-time WNBA champion, just as a head coach. She was also a 2-time WNBA champion as an assistant coach back in 06 and 08 as well. 91 to 64, and USA putting up all the gas on fire today against Japan. Takada will just try to hand it back off to Miyazaki. Miyazaki goes over on the near wing, finds Takada downhill, being guarded heavily by Plum. Shot goes up, turnaround jumper, and the veteran herself able to knock down another big 2-point shot. Sabrina Ionescu with about 5 minutes to go in quarter number 4. Dribble handoff to Cooper. Cooper scissors through the defense and gets the ball loose and stolen back by Miyazaki. Yamamoto from 3. Clanked and missed. 4:35 left to go in quarter number 4 as this USA team is looking to put Japan to bed. Ionescu three-pointer. That should do it. A nail in the coffin by Sabrina Ionescu. 94 to 66, and Sabrina Ionescu, who didn't even have a three-point attempted in this fourth quarter, is putting on a clinic and is 3 for 3 from downtown. Don't give her any range. That's what I said before, and you woke her up. 94-66 and about 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Yamamoto tries to throw it and pass it, and it gets deflected, and it's going to go off of Cooper. Actually, it was Chelsea Gray. Gray in this game, by the way, 13 assists and 2 points. A very weird stat line. But again, you see that Stewart and Wilson have the hot hands, and you just got to keep feeding the beasts. Cooper gets the ball loose on the other side, and it goes out of bounds. About 3:57 to go in the fourth quarter. USA has provided 9 blocks in this game. Japan has a donut of blocks. That means zip 0. Miyazaki again trying to conduct the tempo with about 3:43 left to go in this fourth quarter. Japan trying to get back into this. And there's a shot that goes up and it gets deflected and goes out of bounds. So yeah, you've got to be very impressed with what Cheryl Reeve has been able to do just from a coaching perspective in this game. You know, the rotations with Brittany Griner coming off the bench and Brianna Stewart as well. You had Asia Wilson starting, and you didn't even go to Diana Taurasi a lot today. She only had 2 points. She had 3 fouls. She was in a little bit of foul trouble, but this U.S. team was still able to blow out Japan. And they looked a little bit iffy in the first half, even though they were still winning, but they just turned on the fumes back in the third quarter by outscoring them 29-18. 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in pool play between USA and Japan. Cooper gets it deflected. She gets it back, though, and another steal by the U.S. That's their 10th steal of the ball game. Kalia Cooper finds Ionescu. She's 3 for 3 from downtown in this quarter alone. Ionescu tries to find. That time it's Wilson. Ionescu another tray, and she's human. She's human that time. She was even being covered, and she almost sinked that shot somehow, some way. Her and Caitlin Clark are like the best shooters on the planet, and so is Brianna Stewart too. I mean, like let's not forget about her. We know that she's 0 for 1 today from 3, but we know that she can sink shots when she's feeling red hot as well. 96-68, and it's a 28-point mollywop by the U.S. Foul shot is up, and it's good by Chelsea Gray. Good stuff today, too. Second foul shot. That's good. And it's a 30-point advantage. (98-68), and we have another whistle called. Collier is now in the ball game. Jewel Lloyd is back out there as well for the U.S. And we have about 2.5 minutes to go. Shot is deflected from Japan, and it goes out of bounds. So USA, after this game, they'll be playing against Belgium on August 1st. So that game will be at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be covering that too. And then they play on August 4th at 11:15 a.m. against Germany. That game is at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Time. So Germany, Japan, and Belgium are all in the same pool with USA. 100-68 with about 2:18 to go. And just 2 minutes and 18 seconds for the U.S. to be able to get their first win of pool play. Ionescu was able to get the assist on the nice little how do you do by Chelsea Gray. All right. Wow. They have really put everything on full display. Not letting Clark into the Olympics is a joke. I'm not going to go there. I don't want to bring up the politics right now. I'm focused on the game. But yes, I can. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. They can get 100. Yep, they just did. They just got to 100. The struggle just subscribed. Paul A. Zimmer. Thank you so much for all subscribing. Appreciate it. Wow. It's over. Yeah. I agree. Belgium got stomped today. Yes, they did. They absolutely did. How about the USA women's team with 7 consecutive gold medals, and they look like they are intact to get their 8th. And that hasn't been done since the men's team did it back from the 30s to the 60s. See those USA emojis in the chat. See the flags. 2:15 to go in quarter number 4. 100-68. USA has gotten into the century mark. 2:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Japan with the rock. Downhill is Mawuli. And Mawuli ends up finding a wide open Yamamoto for a tray. And she hits that one. That's her first 3 of the second half. Actually making her second 3. Ionescu still out there for USA, and a dribble handoff that'll go all the way to Cooper as well. 100-71, downhill and stolen back by Yuki Miyazawa from the Fujitsu Red Wave, able to get the steal there with about 1:25 left to go. Yamamoto had 17 points, 14 in just the first half. USA did a very good job at silencing her and only allowing her to make 1 3 in that second half, and they made the halftime adjustments that were possible. Chelsea Gray with a 2. Clanks, and it's off the mark. 1:02 to go. Ionescu catches, fires, and puts up a tray. No good. And that one goes out of bounds, and Japan will have the rock in just a few seconds. 57.9 seconds to go to be exact in this fourth quarter. What a quick game, man. This one was a quick one. I did not think it was going to be that quick, but this U.S. team doing a very good job in this game. And again, they got off to a really slow start, and we'll talk more about it when we do our little wrap-up, but very good all-around game by them. 46.4 seconds to go. Ball goes out of bounds. And Machida gets fouled. Looks like Machida will, it's just going to be called a foul on the floor, I believe. 100-71. Ball gets deflected and it goes out of bounds once again. And Japan will still have the rock. Japan plays rough. They do. They honestly do. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. Like, they're a very scrappy team. But you just got to beat them at their own game and play really good defense on the perimeter. 100-73, 38 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Ionescu controlling the tempo and being the conductor over on offense. Tries to find Cooper, and Cooper goes downhill. Back to Wilson. Wilson to Ionescu for one more three. Off the mark again. And a big board by Yuki Miyazawa. Miyazawa trying to get rewarded. Step back, pump fake. Tries to hand it off and finds Yamamoto for another three, and she connects. One thing that you learn about from her is that she can light it up whenever she feels like it. It's 100-76. Here comes Cooper trying to knife her way through the defense. Zigzags through the lane and gets it to go. 102-76. Japan putting up a prayer with about 2 seconds to go, and that's the game. So, the United States able to get a 102-76 victory as they're able to win their first game of pool play. And they got very big contributions today from Asia Wilson with 24 points, 13 rebounds. Brianna Stewart had 22 and 8 as well. Chelsea Gray ended up putting up 2 points, but she had 13 assists. And this team did a very, very good job in that second half, outscoring their opponent in Japan by a score of 52-37. And that's all that they needed, man. So, what a game. There's a lot to talk about with this one. I was really surprised at how they did guarding Takada. I was really surprised about that. It looked like in that second quarter that she was just going to hit her threes every single time she was left wide open. And finally, they decided, you know what, we're going to try to put Stewart on her. And that was a big difference there. Really. They tried to play more zone on her, but Stewart was a big reason why on the defensive side that Takada really struggled. And they just had no answers for Wilson. You knew that in this game that the United States was going to have to go to Wilson and Griner as well. And if they were just going to dominate on the glass, then that's how you win. They out-rebounded them 57-27. And that's the difference of the game. Takada off the bench, 24 points for them. Ended up hitting 10 for 11 of her field goals. And Yamamoto, even though she was cold at the end, or cold in the beginning, she started to get a little bit hot at the end. She went 5 for 11 from 3 and had 17 points. Just could not get a lot of other contributions. This bench that the U.S. had today had 3 people that scored 11 points. That's Griner, Ionescu, and she got all 11 of her points, or 9 of her 11 points in the fourth quarter. And then Kelsey Plum, who took over in the third quarter as well. So great game. Next game will be on August 1st, man. Timothy said the USA played a balanced game. They were able to give their bigs nice breaks to keep them fresh. Absolutely. And it wasn't like that they were overly tired. They didn't put everything on full display. This was a game that really just went to show that Japan was going to be outmatched. And I did not think that that was going to be the case, but they did. And Japan was going to have to be perfect from 3 to stay in this game. And it looked like that they were hanging in there in that second quarter, but they just lost their mojo in the third and in the fourth. So, I love you all very, very much. All right, so we got a Phillies game going on in literally 2 hours. I should rest my voice because I did a volleyball game earlier today. This was my second game that I did. And so we have a Phillies game going on at 6:40. That's not going to be as vocally taxing, thank goodness. And then we'll still be doing more Olympics throughout the rest of the week for sure. Keep all the action on here. I'm very excited. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. I hope to see you all back here tonight, and I will catch you all on the next one. Adios.